JP Morgan that just posted a job posting that says they want 34 blockchain jobs at the beef up JP Morgan coin, right? So U.S. mega bank JP Morgan Chase has 34 open blockchain job postings on its website. It's quite possibly a record for any company in the crypto market. Many of the jobs related to Onyx, the division created last October to oversee JP Morgan coin. A search for blockchain or JP Morgan's career pages actually brings up 56 open positions, with 34 including the tech and the job title. In contrast to this, Goldman Sachs, which recently said it's starting a crypto trading desk, has just 2 blockchain cryptocurrency job openings. Morgan Stanley has also 2. By the way, 2 to 34. That's 17 times more. When you see this, what do you think when you see this? Adam, what do you think when you see this kind of stuff with JP Morgan hiring 34, Goldman 2, Morgan 2?
Yeah, I mean, it's this. We just talked about legitimizing Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a story like McAfee out there because, years ago, not too long ago, when you thought of Bitcoin and crypto, it was all illegal, drug dealing, shady type stuff. And now it's gone mainstream, right? Like it just recently hit $1 trillion market cap. It's come down a little bit, but it's at $960 billion market cap. The whole thing here is legitimizing and making this cryptocurrency mainstream. And the cornerstone behind Bitcoin is this blockchain. So when you start to see companies like Tesla and Square and Visa and PayPal and everyone kind of accepting this, and Tesla pumped in 5% of its cash reserves, $1.5 billion. And then you start to see these big time banks, JP Morgan Chase, look for opportunities to basically enter the space. Like they're building their JPM coin. It's ridiculous. And I don't read too much into the fact that Goldman Sachs only has 2 potential positions, because you talk about it all the time, that they only have 400 advisors across the country, whereas a Merrill might have 5,000, right? So what's the numbers on that? You talk about that all the time. So it's just, this is mainstream. It's legitimizing everything that's going on, and you're just sort of weeding out the bad apples, like the McAfees of the world, who are trying to get involved in pump and dump.
Yeah, I think this is a huge play for JP Morgan. I think if you're a client to them, you got to be really feeling good and knowing that you got some smart people leading that company. They say that they're not looking just to hire for 34 jobs. They're looking for experts. They're going to Singapore. They're going to India. They want the best of the best of the best. You mentioned some of their competitors. I mean, someone has to dominate in this space, and they're saying it's going to be us. They're planting their flag in the sand, and it's a really, really smart move. Saks, like you said, has 2 job openings. BNY Mellon has 4. I guarantee you the CEOs of these other companies, when they saw this, are going, oh, shit. They're owning this space. Not a good look, because there's a finite amount of talent out there for people that do this kind of thing. If you go after them and say, I'm going to get the 34 best in the world, everybody else is getting scraps. They're going to dominate because of this aggressiveness, I think.
Well, you're not buying Bitcoin, though.
No.
You mentioned this.
What do you mean I'm not buying?
Meaning you're not like...
No, listen, some people missed it. I'm in the category of missing it. Anybody that got in early on the Bitcoin side and they bought it at $100 or $200 or $500, guy said the other day, my friend bought in 2007 $500 of Bitcoin. The guy's a Deca guy right now, right? And from 2007 to today. Yeah, no, it's in the direction we're going. I always believed in the technology. I thought the regulation would come sooner. I thought the regulation would come sooner, where somebody like a Janet Yellen is going to come in and participate and kind of make it a little bit ugly. But look, more power to the Bitcoin community for getting this kind of publicity that they're getting, specifically with companies with smart people like JP Morgan Chase, Morgan and Goldman, that are entering the market.
Well, you talked about Janet Yellen's of the world. Jerome Powell, chairman of the Fed, recently came out and he's basically said that they're looking into the crypto space, not to, take away the prowess of the dollar, but to complement it. And I think it was 86% of all central banks are also looking to this across the globe. So. And when a central bank implements a currency, that is, it is like companies don't have to accept it. Like Bitcoin, Tesla doesn't have to accept Bitcoin. They can make a choice.
No question about it.
But if a Federal Reserve of a European bank comes out and says, no, we're accepting this now, it's now the law of the land.
It's official.
It's official.
Yeah, it's official.
Like
now,
a referee with a whistle.
Now it determines the pricing of it. Now it's going to be Is it priced right? Is it overpriced? Is it going to go higher? Is it going to go lower? No one knows. But, it is something that is official, and there's nothing you and I can do about it. It's here.
Yeah, for sure.
Crypto's not going away.
And I have a good friend who's in this space who's really kind of an expert in it. We did a story with him on VT Post a few weeks ago, and he really broke it down. It's not like these businesses say, hey, we're just going to start accepting Bitcoin. They're accepting payments from processors who process the transaction from Bitcoin. So it's not like mom and pop shop or a restaurant, can't do. They can, because of these processing companies that do, take the Bitcoin and then turn it into cash for these guys. So, it's going to become so much more mainstream than it is now. We've heard more about Bitcoin in the last 4 or 5 months than we have in the last 4 or 5 years. Obviously, it's going up. But, man, when you're talking about politics and chaos, Les, there's other things to talk about. And it's like we've landed on stocks, the market, and these big icons in the industries.
It's awesome. It's awesome for them. Listen, all I can say is I love seeing anybody that comes up with an idea, whether you believe it's going to happen or not, for them to succeed and go up against the grain. I salute any one of them, whether it's something I supported or not. If it's a positive impact and it's giving competition to the market, which crypto is doing, salute to everybody that's in the crypto market. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.